Well, good morning. Today I'm at Loch Lomond and the Trossachs National Park, and I'm going out for a paddle with my sons on Loch Lubnaig. You'll just probably see them in shot now. They're out on my drop stitch kayak. I'm trying to get used to it, to be honest, and I'm in my old faithful It's Width 3. It's a beautiful morning for it. No rain, the water's nice and calm. So yeah, cue music and titles. Here we're looking directly in front of us now is Ben Ledi. When I'm up here I tend to stay just the other side of that mountain. This loch's of major significance to me. This is actually the final resting place of my late wife, so it's very, very nice to sort of get out, have a paddle and, you know, just contemplate and think about her and our times together. What do you think?
Not harder to turn around though. About that.
As you can see, they're powering along. There's no point in trying to keep up with them. Not in that kayak. Well, for me, this is an absolute perfect day to get out on the loch. Obviously, it's overcast, but that's good for filming. So I've not got to sort of paddle into the bright sun and put ND filters on and basically lose loads of footage. Slight breeze, which I'm going into, I'm paddling up the loch. But yeah, I mean, perfect conditions. Absolutely beautiful day. It's actually nice to be out in my It's Width 3 for a change. Doesn't get used as much now that I've got the new one, but it's a pleasure to paddle. Bit harder than the new one, but you know, slower. There you go. What's the rush? There you go. I'll show you the surroundings from the right hand bank. A few other kayakers out. It's about 10 AM. A couple of paddle boarders, but not very busy as yet. I'm sure it'll get busier much later. Well, as I'm travelling further up the loch, I'm having to work a little bit harder now. There's a bit of a current and quite a bit more wind. I feel a little bit of buffering underneath the kayak. On the right hand side there's another put-in point. We put in to the one end of the loch, which is a bit quieter, but the one on the right has a calf, and it's actually just a little bit nearer to the beach area where you put in, but I like the peace and quiet of the other one. Paddle up and let the wind take you back down. I have another paddle planned for a few days time, which will be Thursday. This is a Sunday. It's forecast for rain all week. Thursday's probably the least, and that will be me and one of my sons. One has to go home, so we'll be taking a kayak each, and we'll be paddling on Loch but I think we'll already be going out with our wetsuits on basically because we're going to get wet. I'm really looking forward to that one. That'll be probably an all-dayer, staying at one of the islands and taking our lunch with us. So yeah, that'll be a fantastic paddle. I've been looking forward to this trip for months, but obviously the COVID, among other things, sort of put it on the back burner. And it's the first time myself and my 2 sons have been away for more than a day for probably about 20 odd years, so it's sort of extra special for me. Bring them up here to my homeland and spend a quality week with me. Obviously some of you, as you're watching this, you probably find it quite boring because obviously I'm just basically paddling up a loch, but and it's the same view, but you've got to imagine what it's like actually being out here and experiencing this. It's absolutely awesome. I've come here a lot in the past over the years. Last time I actually came here, because of certain circumstances, was 2018 October, and I came up here at 6 AM on a Wednesday and I filmed the loch from the air with my drone, which was absolutely fantastic. Obviously first time out on the paddle on it, which makes it really special. Air, land and sea, or water if you like. A few paddle boarders out now, and quite a bit of a current. Never mind. It's all part of the fun, as they say. My son's just pulled up alongside me just to sort of have a chat, you know, because I said to them, up the top there where you're looking at the bend, it goes round, I believe, to the left. If I take this round that corner, it'll just blow me back. It's just getting, you know, windier and windier, and it's a stronger current. But we're sitting there chatting, and then they just say, let's just leave the old man behind and just power away. You just can't keep up with them. That kayak is ridiculously fast. I get a lot of questions about the glider, the drop stitch kayak, and one I've repeatedly keep on about is the skeg. It comes with a 9-inch skeg or fin, and I've been using the 3.5. One of my 8-bit ones actually, I've got spares, fits on it, and I find it much more manoeuvrable. It's like 16 foot long. With a 9-inch skeg, it just seems to want to go in a straight line. They're trying the 3.5-inch now, no problem, but when we go out again on the lake, I'll try the 9-inch to see what the difference is, because for rivers, the 9-inch rivers are shallow, so you want as short a skeg as you can on it, but on here it may be better to use the 9-inch skeg. So I'll report back on that for those that have got drop stitch kayaks. I'll just show you the other put-in point, which is probably about a mile from where I put in on the same side. I think it's into view now, and I believe it's got a cafe there, toilets, but you can see already how busy it is. And there was only one, well, I was the only one where I parked, and a couple of open water swimmers just getting out. But it's a really good put-in point. Beach, so it's basically like using a slipway, gravel, not sand, so you're not going to get that stuck in your skeg track. But it's just quieter where I am, and it's still quite early on a Sunday. There'll be a lot more people here later. Certainly been buffered now through the current of the kayak. I've just had a chat with my sons. They can't feel it. They've got basically the solid floor. They're just cutting through. It's not bad. It's a bit weird. It's like the waves going underneath the kayak. Now you've got the view back down the loch where we put in, probably a mile or so. The loch Terry and I are going out on a Thursday. It's a lot more secluded. It's sheltered as well, so it's very, very calm. And this one has a main road right alongside it, so you tend to be picking up. You can hardly see them, but you can pick up traffic noise. It's okay. It is what it is. I mean, fancy putting a beautiful loch right next to the road. I hope the rain's not getting too much on the lens and spoiling the view. It's only spitting, so that's the sort of worst stuff to get on your lens. There they are, they're still up ahead of me. Well, I must admit I'm feeling invigorated on here. This is absolutely wonderful. In Scotland you have what they call the right to roam. To a degree. They have stopped some camping now in certain parts of the year. That's because some people spoilt it for others. Just human nature. But on the water, you've got a right to put in anywhere you want. Obviously there is a few private places like the lochs, or lakes, if you want to call them that. Not so much in England. I mean, I know you have up north, Windermere, Coniston, places like that, but you go down south, you just can't get on a lake. They're privately owned, they're for fishing or whatever. So it's a breath of fresh air. Just come up here, find somewhere to put in, and off you go. Oh, my sons are in the far distance now. Just see a little bit of fluorescent green. That's one of the life jackets. They're being absolutely engulfed by the Ben. Obviously I wanted to stay back a bit. I want to have a bit of fun with them, but I want to get some recording done. And I can't do that with them paddling alongside me. And as I said, you know, that kayak's so fast, I don't want to hold them back. Just go off and do what you want to do. I'll do what I want to do. It's as simple as. I must admit, I really enjoy being out in my Twit 3 again. I nearly always paddled this solo anyway. I just wanted it. It can comfortably hold two, but adults. But I wouldn't sort of want to squeeze anyone else in. But the original point of buying this one, upgrading to this one from an Explorer K2, Intex Explorer, was to carry camping equipment. So you know, the capacity, weight-wise, and the size. Obviously, since I've gone to a tandem drop stitch kayak as well, which this is 12.5 foot long, I believe, and the drop stitch is 15'5", so it's considerably longer than this. Next year I'm planning on buying a single solo drop stitch kayak as well to go with the other one, which obviously I'll personally be out in more, and then I will sell the Ituit. But the Ituits are absolutely fantastic. I mean, fingers crossed, touch wood, it's bulletproof. Only problem, drying time. I mean, this is fresh water, so I'm not too worried, and we're going out a few times this week, so it's not so important to get it clean and dry and packed away, but it is a pain. And again, the drop stitch, it's heavy duty PVC. You wipe it down, get the water out, wipe it down, rub it with a towel to dry, and then you pack it away. It's great. So, you know, there's an awful lot of difference in price, an awful lot. I think obviously the more seriously you get into paddling, the more you're willing to spend. It's as simple as that. Oh, the bend's getting closer now. Absolutely stunning views to the left. A rocky sort of cliff face. I hope they're enjoying themselves. It's nice to get out together. Oh, the sun's trying to break through. I don't think it's actually going to happen, but I've got some heat on my back. It's really strange. I've got the wind in my face, and I've got heat on the back of my neck. It's quite nice. Again, if you look slightly to the right, you'll see what looks like a white house. Just at the base of the bend there, and there's my sons lounging around as usual. Probably just taking photos and just taking in the scenery, which is what I want. Oh mate, I could do this all day. That's what I'm planning on doing. Well, we've pedalled into a bit of calmer water now. I don't know how much further we can go. I think we may be at the top end of the loch now. But I mean, going back, it's a few miles, and then we might just stop on the beach area where we put in, and then get back in and go down, further down a bit, and onto the river, as far as feels safe to do so. I'm not particularly interested in mucking around with rapids and rocks, certainly not today. I think you can see the road, some cars ahead, so the road sort of veers round to the left. Well, I think we're at the far end of the loch now, so I'm just going to be paddling around here for a little bit and then turn around and head back down to the car, towards the car. Well, this is a nice surprise. A few minutes ago I was saying we were at the far end of the loch, and looks like it's just narrowing right down. I'm just going to carry on going for a bit. I will finish video 1 at that point as I turn around. There's some nice low banks along this section. Well, most of it, to be honest, on the left hand side especially. And, just out of interest, I'm sort of looking for spots where I could put in, possibly sort out a tarp or pitch a tent. Preferably on the left hand side. The right hand side's too near the main road. I'm not even sure if this is now considered part of the loch, or we've gone into a river. I'll look that back when I get back home and add it as a subtitle at the bottom. You know, often when I'm out on rivers, I obviously sort of more or less plan the paddle. so I know where I am, and then especially if I'm doing adding audio, I tend to want to let people know where I am. But I mean, being a loch, I just thought just get out on it and just go one way and then go the other, and see where it takes me. The lads are still up ahead, thoroughly enjoying themselves. That's the main thing. Okay, well, I'm going to end video 1 there. I've done quite a few miles up the loch. Yeah, I mean, if you enjoy my videos and you're watching them on YouTube, please hit the like button, and obviously you can comment below. It would be nice to hear from some of you, see what you think. Anything, ask a question about the equipment I'm using, obviously the kayaks, cameras, anything like that. If you've got any constructive criticism, keep it to yourself. And please subscribe to my channel. Okay, well, that's the end of video 1, so see you on part 2.